Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena I'm going to show you my testing with Outlaw's Merriment and Robber of the Rich in a deck I call Feather the Outlaw. Feather was the redeemed, now it is Feather the Outlaw. She has joined ranks with Robber of the Rich and his band of merry peoples. So I'm going to play this in the Play Any Deck event. This deck has mythic wild cards in Robber of the Rich and Outlaw's Merriment, and even though I've played Magic for many years, I'm still not the greatest at evaluating cards in some cases. I get ideas, for sure, everybody does. When you see a card get spoiled or you read a card for the first time, you can say that looks strong. And sometimes a card looks really strong, but then the format just doesn't work out for it. And in this case, two cards that I've had trouble evaluating if they will be good or not, and if they're worth crafting a mythic wild card with, are Robber of the Rich and Outlaw's Merriment. So, because we have this Play Any Deck in Standard event, I'll be trying both of these cards in a shell that I think is best suited for them. You will see that I changed the deck through the course of the event. I started out with cards like Defiant Strike in the deck and learned that those didn't play particularly well with Robber of the Rich. Keeping your hand full is not what you want to do. You kind of need to empty your hand to take advantage of the card. And there were some other changes as I went. I had Gideon Blackblade in the deck. I found it to be pretty terrible in the deck, pretty terrible in the format. Because of Robber of the Rich, we just never wanted to defend Gideon. We just wanted to be attacking all the time. And I didn't have Shock in my original list, but then Knight of the Ebon Legion was in every single deck I played except for two, so Shock got put in. So some edits went as we went. This is the final version that I ended the video with, and I don't want to give anything away, but at the end of the video, we'll give my recommendations for whether or not I think you should craft Outlaw's Merriment and Robber of the Rich, and you guys can watch this. We're going to be playing a hidden subgame of how many cards do we cast with Robber of the Rich. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not including all 12 games from the event. I'm including 4 games, but I only, like, if I cast a card off Robber of the Rich, I included the game. That's the bottom line. So assume that no cards are cast off the robbers in those other games. You don't have to think I'm hiding from you the case where the card worked the best. I'm not hiding anything from you. I'm trying to give you consumable, digestible content that is enjoyable and not repetitive. All right. Also, Outlaw's Merriment. I definitely kept any games where Outlaw's Merriment did stuff. So keep that in mind as we watch the video. And I hope you enjoy it. And I hope this can help inform your decision of whether or not to craft some of these very flashy but unpredictable mythics like Outlaw's Merriment and Robber of the Rich. Okay, we're on the play with a robber, so I'm keeping it just because of that. The mana is terrible, and it could all fall apart if we don't draw white, but you remember the mission. We want to see if we can cast cards off Robber of the Rich. We want to see how effective this card is. Plains. Nah. Of course not. All right. Land. All right. That's a whiff. That's not going to be castable. So what do you got for 2 mana? Dreadhorde Invasion. Okay, we got room. Plains. We did it. We did the Plains thing. Our opponent has 6 cards in hand. We have 5, so we get the exile. I'm just debating whether or not we also want a 10th District Legionnaire. I think we do. Just be aggressive. Be aggressive. And we hit a Dreadhorde Invasion. Okay, I'm getting excited. I might cast something with Robber of the Rich. It could happen. It could happen, my friends. There's a world we live in where it's possible. Watery Grave. Okay. All right, we'll play another land. We could go for the Gird for battle here. I feel like the opponent has an Assassin's Trophy that they're slow rolling for no reason that I can fathom. So I think I want to try attacking without playing the Gird and leave up the God's Willing for a turn cycle. And see if we can exile something else, of course, would be nice. Ooh, spicy. Yeah, that is the slowest of rolls, but I want the planes. I want the planes. This is fine. I thought they were gonna target my robber. But no, I want this. Thank you for fixing my manas. So do we, yeah, let's play the Vraska. Hi. I could kill, like, if I target this, the 1/1 kills the Vraska, which is sadness. I'll just draw. And I don't think I want to sacrifice anything. Well, I'm never going to use all this red mana, right? Well, yes, I can. I can use the Dreadhorde Invasion and the Feather, potentially. So yeah, I'm just going to decline on the plus. This is fine. This is fine. We have God's Willing to protect our robber. We have a Vraska fully charged here on the field. The opponent can attack it for 2, but then they don't have a blocker for the robber.
I'm still here.
And here's a Woodland Champion for our opponent. And a second invasion. That's, I mean, when I say invasion is slow, a lot of people like to argue with me. This is what I mean. You played it this turn, but it doesn't do anything until next turn. And that's important. That makes a huge difference. All right, so we can blow up the champion. Our opponent only has 3 cards in hand, so we got to get some cards out of our hand. Let's do it like this. The double white is a pain, though. Go like that. I can't get below the hand count, can I? I can't do it. It's not possible. I can't get another card exiled. Oh, you breaking my heart, robber. All right, then. Well, if I can't get another card exiled, at least I can play the invasion I stole using this red mana that's otherwise useless. Then we'll probably munch the champion, although the invasions are just amassing onto 1 zombie. But I'm sure the opponent will have other ways to kill the champion. Our opponent is at 8. Worth noting. Let's go ham. Nice. Still hitting land drop. Our opponent's down to 4. Play this invasion. Play this land, scry. Alright. Last shot here for Vraska. What do you kill? I think that the way our opponent gets back in this, let's see, is, well, they don't have another way to amass this. We'll just let them die to their own invasions. We'll take out their champion so they can't race effectively. And yeah. They are really low on life now. I don't think they can double amass this and get back in it. They have Oko. Oko can make food. They GG'd. So this can sack to gain life. That could keep them alive if they block robber. They weren't dead. They were in a bad position. I would God's Willing to win the game, though, right? Yeah, that would do it. They were dead, but they didn't know they were dead. All right, I'm keeping. I mean, I've got Feather and God's Willing. I don't know what more I could possibly ask for. Swamp. Knight. No, more creatures, please. Yep, on the draw, Robber of the Rich. Just, I don't know. Has to be like in the perfect matchup to do anything when you do have it. This is not going well. I'll keep that, I suppose. It's no good against these. What am I doing? What am I doing? I guess we're playing Feather and hoping for the best. You could play anything. You have access to every deck in Standard. You're gonna be like, oh, Rakdos Aggro, this will be fun. This will be fun. I'll just kill everybody. It'll be great. I love it. Hey, I'm playing Feather. I get it. I get it. We're just gonna bone crush my face. That's to trigger the Knights. Alright, draw. I do have the Justice Strike Feather Gideon combo for lifelink. Maybe I'll get to show you what I mean at some point. All right, you got anything for this? You got anything for this? Gutter Bones. Maybe they're holding a Murderous Rider they can't cast because, you know, mana. Or they're just, we got Lava Recoil too, you know? Sometimes you have it all. Sometimes you just have it all. Let's go. Let's fight. Feathers ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a lot of damage. Put a stop on second end just in case. Take out the Gutter Bones, I suppose. This is... They can't pump, so that's the bright side. They played a Gutter Bones pre-combat for reasons. And... double Lava Coil. Up yours. Strong card. I don't know when I'm going to cast it. I may as well put it in my hand and see what happens, but yeah, it might be a long time before I use this card. Yep, out of there. Okay. Is there a comeback is there a comeback story to be told? Right now we're looking at lethal. So, I can't go for the Gideon lifelink thing. I guess I have to go for an Arcanist, double God's Willing. Try to get in a position where we can lifelink the feather. Here they come. The opponent can pump one of them, right? So I have to do this. There's no other way. Let's target over here. See what the opponent does. Uh-huh. I appreciate that. It's a lot better than them deploying the Bone Crusher Giant, which is what I'd like to think I would have done. Yeah, we'll try you. But we're not getting ahead, are we? We're still in a very bad spot. Down to 3. I need to block both of these. Or I need to gain a lot of life. Like, way too much. Actually, that doesn't work because each of these becomes a 7-powered nonsense. Ugh. Alright, let's start here. Endless Defiance strikes. Alright, that didn't get me to the land drop there, did it? What am I going to do with this red man? I guess I have to Justice Strike the Gutter Bones? So awkward. What can I get here? Name black. Too slow. I could let the Arcanist go. Kill one of these. The opponent's gonna play another creature though. And then I end up at 1. Man, these little bastards. Alright. Uh-huh. Die. Another Arcanist. Block, block, strike. I guess. I don't have to strike anymore. That was a bad idea. That won't work. This has not been a good one. I feel like I threw it, but maybe I was just never going to get there being on the draw. I don't know. I don't know. Keep it, draw red source, rob the rich. That's the plan. That's the plan. I remember the goal. We're trying to see if Robber of the Rich and Outlaw's Merriment are even playable Magic cards. If they actually do anything worthy of a mythic. So we'll put it to the test. We at least get, if we draw a red source, Robber does maybe something. What's up? What are we doing, Nicholas? Nicholas says, Field of the Dead. You can play any deck in Standard. Field of the Dead. All right. If that's your jam, who am I to tell you otherwise? Gateway Plaza, yep. So being on the draw, it's going to be really hard to get this robber to hit the opponent, like to actually exile their stuff. But there is some spicy meatballs we might hit. I just want to take it to Fairy. Oh, yeah. I knew we'd get there. I knew it would be there. So let's play the Arcanist first. Then we can play Robber next turn and Geared for Battle both and attack. Because we need to get underneath the opponent's hand size. And right now if we play the Robber, it doesn't exile anything and the opponent knows to prepare for it. Besides, we might even get our opponent to scry to the top or something. Oh, is this Teferi? I hate you. You're the worst, but Robber is gonna clean it up. It's fine. It's fine. This puts more cards in our opponent's hand, and now Robber does its thing. Gideon. Ooh. Well. I guess I have to get this out of my hand to get the trigger, so here we go. One of the reasons I run the Gird for battles. And we exile a Golos.
Only time will tell.
Will we get to play a Golos? Only time will tell. For your next trick. Teferi spam. Beanstalk Giant, get a land, okay. Yep, all going according to plan for the field deck, except that there are 2 fields, so it may take a little longer to make a zombie. Probably not much longer. 5 cards in hand. I have 6. It's really, really freaking hard to stay under this for the Robber. I do need to hit my land drop, so maybe we just Defiant Strike and hope to hit that land. Fail. Fail so hard. Ah! Alright. Deploy the Arcanist or just get in for haste? Let's haste it up. Yep, no exiles because too many cards in our hand. What a problem. So I should probably build this deck with more lands. I didn't think 23 would be bad for a deck whose curve stops at 4, and has God's Willing and Defiant Strike, but I guess I was wrong, you know? I guess I was wrong. Should probably have more land in the deck. Should probably just not play Defiant Strike. Should probably just play other kinds of pump spells like Infuriate. Things like that. Now we lose. Now we lose the game. Now the zombies. Yeah. I just want to concede. I don't want to play against Field of the Dead in this event. I really don't. But whatever. The goal was to cast a card with Robber of the Rich. Let's stay true to the quest. If we get to cast a card with Robber of the Rich, the quest is completed. A 4th land, okay. 4 cards in hand. Can we get to 3? Yes, we can. Protection from black. We need a land on top to cast it. But we do get 2 exile triggers here, so maybe we'll hit something castable. Remember the mission. Growth Spiral. A land we can't play. If this could play land, would it really be that bad? Like, wouldn't it just make this... Wouldn't it make this deck, this card, a little more mythic, a little more playable? It's so silly that it can't, to me. Blast Zone. Alright, next turn, right? We play a Growth Spiral off our opponent. That's what we do. Next turn, we're gonna cast a card with Robber of the Rich. We're not gonna win. This is absolutely a joke. But we're gonna cast a freaking card, dang it. It's still real to me. Alright. So we don't have too many cards in our hand. What are we flashing back? The God's Willing? You can get protection for this. Just sneak that damage through. We could give this indestructible. That's fine. But then we don't cast the card. Oh well. I'm trying to give myself narrow opportunities to win games here. So target this, indestructible.
I believe in you.
Attack. Trigger. Give me the God's Willing. Make the Robber of the Rich unblockable. Hold on, full control mode. Full control mode. Black. Need something better than that. Full control. Come on. Don't skip to blocks. Don't go to blocks. I need to Justice Strike this. I was hitting the... I'm so angry. I'm so angry. No, stay in it. Focus. We can still cast a card with the Robber if we untap with it. We can still do it. The mission is not over. We just have to sit through the most obnoxious deck taking the most obnoxious possible turn, and we'll be there. I don't think the 3 damage is gonna matter. I think we're gonna lose no matter what. It's just the principle of the thing, man. I meant to... If Magic Arena wanted to behave, then we were going to God's Willing the Robber of the Rich, Justice Strike the Hydroid Crassus, and hit our opponent for 3. I should have just done it first, but in a tournament, again, CGB, why you play so bad? Because I played tournament Magic for a lot of years where I was trained to conceal information to the last possible minute, and then I cast Justice Strike at the last second.
Walk with me, sing with me.
Okay, food token, sure.
I think a little merriment is in order.
Shut up. Don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, you guys. Just end this godforsaken long turn. Ugh. Salty. Shake it off. But you guys don't know the pain it has been trying to make Robber of the Rich work. I know in the end I'm only going to upload a handful of these games because there's no way I'm uploading 12 games. But it has been... We'll get to my recommendations at the end, but yeah. Dude, come on. Come on, man. Why? Why sit there? Why rope me too? Can you hear me? It can hear my complaining through the screen, I think. Okay. My gosh. I'm only hanging in it because I want to cast their Golos. If they, like, rope me out, even if I win this, it's not even a good victory. Yeah, I'll never cast the Golos. Brutal. All right. Going and getting that Golos. You can't stop me. And we hit the rope. want to do is cast something with this robber. That's all I want in my life. This is so brutal. This is the arena. This is the arena in all its glory. Roping and disconnecting and one-sided nonsense and timing stuff. And yet, it's magic. I still love magic. Oh, look who's here. Oh, you're back? So proud of you. Alright, I could gird for battle or I could strike. Draw. Draw a card. We know the opponent wants to block the Arcanist. Oh god. What a trash pile. Oh, escape! Oh! Well, at least they got me in a card that's exciting. Exile the top 5 cards of your library. You may play cards exiled this way until the end of your next turn. You may play an additional land this turn. Let's be clear, there will be no next turn. We're dead. Maybe not. The opponent might take some blocks here. They have lethal, but okay. They're taking it. Down to 8. Let's rock and roll. Aw, hype. Alright, land, and do we growth spiral to play another land? This says from hand, doesn't it? Yeah, it says from hand, so that's no good. Well, we'll play an Arcanist. Next turn, we'll maybe have all this stuff to play. That was kind of cool. Was it worth the wait? I don't know. Was it worth the salt? Who can say? Who can say? Opponent makes a food token there, they have lethal. If they like turn their food into a 3/3, I mean. Maybe they have lethal another way. Maybe it doesn't matter. Cozy on in, friends.
Surely you must be famished.
Alright, and go. With 5 mana open. Suspicious. Wonder what they could have. Doesn't matter, right? We can't win. There's 13 creatures. What's down here? It's a Justice Strike? Well, you can keep robbing that rich. Maybe we'll hit a planar outburst or something. But we're at 2. It's cost us 2 life to play this. I guess the play wasn't to... I can still draw a card though, right? No, I can't. Man, what the heck is a boy to do? Can't catch a break. Alright. Slam, let's see the beauty that we can't, that we'll never enjoy. Hydroid Crisis? Not good enough. Land, of course. Pew pew. Yeah, that's game. Alright, our opponent just wanted to gain some life. Fair. It's 6 freaking life. There's like no way I was gonna beat that anyway. Alright, we definitely go out like a G. We play their Golos. We search our library for a fetch land or a shock land, and we shock ourselves. It's the only proper way to go down. Obviously, I've got you now. Right where I want you. I know we have the Shockland right there, but I just find this funny. Okay, here we go. Robber of the Rich on the play. The best case scenario for the card. Will we actually play a spell with Robber of the Rich in this game? An Arcanist? No, we don't have any spells to use yet with our Feather style cards. Gutter Bones. All right, what do you got? 6 in hand? Gonna exile something. It's gonna happen. Swamp. Fail. Very fail. Not great. Oh my. Well, you don't get the trigger, and the opponent holds back Gutter Bones to block my Robber. Alright, well. We just gotta keep a lower hand count, that's for sure. And we're down to 3, our opponent's at 5, so we get another trigger. Another land. Another land. Okay. Best card in Standard, Knight of the Ebon Legion. Maybe not. The card is a real pain in the neck, though. If they don't get back the Gutter Bones, there must be a removal spell, but they see a 10th District Legionnaire. They have to play it now, and they go with the Bone Crusher Giant. They don't even respect the Robber of the Rich. All right, 3 cards in hand, so we've got to get below that. Maybe they know how bad it is from playing it themselves. All right. That's cool. That's fine. There's everything fine about that. I'll block. Go ahead. Pump. Do it. You did it. Show you the protection from black. I don't have any other things in the graveyard, right? Still, it's a card I can play. I guess I'll hang on to it. We might have to get something back from the graveyard at some point. You even have another Knight. You got this play for 1 mana. Make everything okay. 2 cards in hand. Let's scry. Yeah, that's good. Let's play out the Dreadhorde Arcanist so that we're low enough to get this sweet, sweet Robber of the Rich trigger. And we'll send that. I don't think we want to send the Feather. Spawn. We hit a playable, but we can't play it this turn, can we? Alright, I know I want my top card. There's no reason to play the God's Willing just for the scry here. I feel like this whole thing, like this is my last game. Hopefully it makes the video. This whole thing feels like such a comedy of errors, I don't even know how to explain. Let's block here, let's block here. Force the opponent to pump the Knight. They can pump this one if they want to get damage through. I'm okay with that. I'm still at 14. I'm doing fine. Okay. I guess if I was gonna do that, well, I get to kill a Knight. Knight matters a lot. Ah, we know we want our top card. There's no reason to use the God's Willing. Said that before. I'll say it again. All right, our opponent has 2 cards in hand. Let's see what we hit with the Robber, shall we? We do have a shock to get back with the Arcanist. That's pretty sweet. No! 0 cards cast off Robber of the Rich on turn 2 on the play. Well, isn't that just a punch in the nuts? It's still sitting here like I can go again, but I can't. Alrighty. I hope you got some sick enjoyment out of this video. I feel like I've just bashed my head against a wall for 12 games. And I can't stress enough, not only do I think that Feather is a pretty weak archetype now, the way that Standard has turned out, especially with Oko being kind of a primary problem there, but especially Robber of the Rich and Outlaw's Merriment, I would not craft these cards with a gun to my head right now. I found them unplayable. I really did. Now, maybe I missed something. You guys can put in comments what you think I missed. That's totally fine. But I won't be crafting those anytime soon, and I'm glad I got to do them in this free event so that I could show like the deck and try the deck and make a video with the deck without losing those mythics. So thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.